Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another video. Today we're going to go ahead and get started on this is week 10 and 11. I've had this video for a week or so. I've been trying to get it up, but I've been having some issues. I am here. What I'm doing is I'm working on my title card. I pulled out my Dear Lizzie foam phrases. At first I was going to use the gold, but then I decided to use the black foam letters because I'm working with the Simple Stories Life in Color, and I've worked with this particular collection, since February, the end of February. I've been working with two collections, and that's the Trend 2, My Mind's Eye, and then the Life in Color Simple Stories. So basically what I'm trying to do is just use up the supplies I have. And for this video, I'm going to be using the chipboard frames. I forgot that they were in my stash, so I'm going to be using them in this particular spread. Here I'm just using one of the cardstock stickers, and I think it says Love This Life. And then I'm going to use a little arrow there. That's one of the stickers. And then I'm going to use one of those tabs. And I'm still using on this particular layout the sketchbook stickers. And here I'm using one of the roller date stamps. It has March on there. And I think that's a Dear Lizzie. I'm not sure. But it has like March on there, and as you can see, I kind of stamped and it made like an imprint on there, and I didn't like that. So here I'm using my phrases, another one that I think is Dear Lizzie, but I didn't like how it showed up, so I'm tossing that tab, and I'm gonna get me another tag, and I'm gonna stamp again, and this time I'm gonna use, I think that one is Dear Lizzie. I have no idea what any of these are. That one that I'm using right there is Dear Lizzie. And it has on there Happy Day. And then it has March and the start of the week. And this week is actually going to be like March the 6th. So I put March the 6th on there. Now I'm just moving over to the next photo, which is a photo of my son. He was sick. I did print my pictures off a different size this time. I did that last video also. You probably seen that. I printed them off in 3x4, and then I was like, no, I want to use a different size. So I went ahead and I printed them off. I want to say this is like a 2.5 by 2.5. I've also printed them off in 3x3 and a 4x4. So that's what you guys can be looking forward to my upcoming videos, is different sizes in my photo. I love to play with collage photos. So sometimes I'll just print out a whole big old collage and just use those different sizes that come in the collage. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next photo, which is of my daughter. She was eating a fun dip and it turned her lips green. So I thought this fun paper with all of the paint splatters on the back would be really cool to do her layout. That one I was just using like a little scrap that was pink. I thought I was going to use it, but I'm actually not. I'm going to pick up one of those chipboard frames that I had in my stash that I didn't know about. And I'm going to use that because I just wanted to frame it. I mainly wanted to put focus on her green lips. She wasn't even smiling or anything. She just walked up to me and I was like, oh my goodness, you got green lips. So here I was cutting out that tag. I thought I wanted to use it, but it was kind of big for this one. So I'm just going to cut that little tag in half and tuck it behind the photo. And this one, I'm not sure what that says on it. I apologize. I don't have it in front of me. And then I'm using one of those smaller sticker tabs. And then I'm going to use the cork cameras. Oh, yes. I found those. That's from like way back. Studio Calico had them. And I had it in one of my Studio Calico kits. So anyway, those are some cork cameras. And I really like the texture of them. And I added one of the enamel dots in the middle. And then I also pulled up my twine, my red and white twine, and I'm just going to add that up there at the top as well. I played with a lot of embellishments. Now I'm just moving on to the next one. Here I got another one of those frames, And I'm going to go ahead, and that one right there is like a circle sticker, and it had on there love, and I just put that down in the corner. And for this one, he was sick and he was sleeping, and I was coming down the stairs. That's why it's like the top of his head. That was my nook. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know I had it in my drawer. And so here he was sleeping, and I just snapped a shot of him because he's 10. Let's face it, the only time they sit still that long is if they are sick. So, here I'm tucking that other polka dot tag behind his photo, and then I'm laying down some stars that was, yes, it's a strip of stars that was in like the ephemera pack. And I'm gonna put I'm just looking through my stickers and stuff like that, and I came across the one that said Sweet Dreams, and I'm using that one. Oh no, it says Dreams Come True. I'm sorry, it says Dreams Come True, but he's sleeping, so you know, we can only think that he's dreaming. So and then that tag has on there what matters most. I'm sorry, the frame. The frame has on there what matters most. So that's why I really wanted to use that one. I thought I was going to tuck that up there, but I'm not. And I'm just going to add some enamel dots to the top. And I'm going to call it done. And I'm going to go to my next one. Now for this one, this is my salad. I enjoy salads. I'm on a weight loss journey. I've lost some weight and I have to be consistent with it. And salads are the thing that I've been consistent with. I'm sorry about that. That's my doorbell. Okay, that was my doorbell. That was my kids coming home from school, so I apologize for that. Anyway, this is my salad. For this particular tag that I'm using, the Bon Appetit, that's from like one of our hip kits back in the summer for Let's Eat. And I'm just go ahead and I put that at the top. And then I thought I wanted to use that hello, but I didn't. I ended up using the it's another strip from the ephemera pack, and it just has some stars on it. And I actually put adhesive on both ends of it, so I'm gonna have to save it for another time. And what I do is when I do that, I end up putting powder. I use the EK Excess powder, a little powder thing, and I just put powder on it, and that way it doesn't stick to anything, and then I'm able to use it another time. Here I have a tag that says today, and so I'm putting my enamel dots, and then we're going to call this particular one done. And we're going to go to the next one. The next one is a grocery list. And what I do is I actually write down my grocery list in my kitchen. I shop my kitchen, write my grocery list down, and then I snap a photo of it. And I take it to the store. How many people do you see actually walking around with a list and a pencil and paper anymore? Very little. So I use my phone for my list versus walking around with paper and pen. I do see people still. They're usually like those like couponers or something like that. They have binders. I'm not a couponer, but I do use like Walmart's Saver, Catcher, and stuff like that to save on some groceries, and also to save on gas from going to place. So anyway, I added another little strip of cameras there, and that just has on there like little things is what it has. And then I add one of those little clips out of the ephemera pack, and then I'm gonna put on there note to self down in that empty space. And we're gonna call it done, and we're gonna go to the next one, which is a photo of my niece. She had on some overalls and she was pretty excited about them. And so she was just smiling really big. So I took a photo of her. I was actually sick and I was on the couch. So I snapped a photo of her while she was just standing there smiling about her overalls. So here I have this black and white polka dot. It had Tuesday on there, but I'm not using these cards how they are intended. I didn't plan on using this particular collection during the month of April. And if I have some of this collection left, then more than likely I'll use it and I will incorporate it another time. It is a springtime collection. I see a lot of the like kits this month for March and April have a lot of the Simple Story Life like embellishments in their kits and stuff. So I may still use bits and pieces of this collection. Now I'm just looking for a little saying. I'm not sure what that saying says. Let me see if I can put it in front of me to see. Really quick, I'll run and put it in front of me. I see the particular cards, and here I am. I'm going to the next card, which is the photo of me on the couch. And it has me pretty much that whole week. I watched my husband play games. We are gamers, and at the time he was playing like Diversion, and we were playing like Hitman and different stuff like that. So I was sick on the couch and watching him play video games because I really didn't want to touch anything. And besides, I was really sick. I was in and out of consciousness, as I would say. So I'm adding some enamel dots. I put on there that little typewriter that says hello. I like that one. So I put that one there. And then I'm just writing my journaling. I actually wrote journaling on several of them, but I didn't include it in the video because it takes me a little bit longer to write it. Because I like to go a little slower so it's neat. For that one, I put on there it was a sticker as well, and it has real life. And then I added some sticker flowers on there. And then now I'm going to the next one, which is the iZombie. I have been binging on this show, getting caught up. I actually like this show for the science and the brains. I just like seeing her cook all the different brains in different ways and eating the brains. Before she became a zombie, she was like a medical intern, and so it just piques my interest. So I've been binging on that. Here I'm using a black and white card, and then I thought that I was going to use that flowers, and then I was like, no, I don't want to use flowers. So I'm going to find a red polka dot. It reminds me of blood. I know, I'm bad. So I picked that one up, and I also used the red tag because it reminded me of blood in the brains as well. It's not anything gruesome. I mean, some people find it very nasty and gruesome. This show, my husband does, because he's not into medical things, and and then I'm gonna add some twine to the tag, just like I did on my daughter's card. And then I'm going to actually put this card aside, and then I'll come back to it. And, oh yes, I'm going to add a tag. I mean, not a tag, but like a tab to the bottom. I'm trying to carefully remove it so it doesn't tear my photo or anything. And then I changed my photo paper too. I noticed that it was my photo paper that I was printing off. The Kodak photo paper was not, it doesn't do very well. Like if I print it off, it's not very shiny, and also it doesn't have, it's not as thick. I've changed my photo paper to Epson glossy, and that's working for me. I can pull things off of it and it won't tear. Here's a photo of my weight loss journey, and this is my weigh-in, but guess what? It's the wrong week. This is actually week 12 that you're going to see a photo of. I had to change my card out, and so you'll see this photo again because that is the wrong week, and I had to change up to the correct week. So you'll see that card again, and basically I just did the exact same thing on the other card, and I replaced it. And what I'm going to do is I put that frame to add focus around the amount, the scale, the number. And then I'm going to put 2 and then 5 and then an arrow pointing down. So basically down 2.5 for that week. And then I'm going to add some enamel dots. And I could have cut that one like I did my son's, but I decided not to. And then I'm going to go back to it, and I'm going to add a saying on there. And I'm going to have on there, this matters to me, is what that one says. And as you can see, I went back and I picked up the sticker phrases, and it says on there, this matters. And it's kind of important, It's something that's happening in my life every day. And now I'm going on to show some Project Life Love here, Photo Love. And I'm just going to layer it onto this one. This is week 9, I think. And I just took a snapshot of the layout. Well, not necessarily the layout, but it was before I glued everything down. So it was just laying on my desk. And I just have Photo Love. And as you can see, I'm still trying to use that hello. I want to use that hello very much. I keep picking it up and putting it down. I ended up not using it for this layout, but maybe my next one I will. And so I'm adding enamel dots. And then at the top of that one, I put a sticker that says Life Documented on there. And then I'm going to use the sketch stickers and put PL for Project Life Photo Love. And add some more enamel dots, and then I'm going to move on to the next card. I'm back at the iZombie. I'm going to add some washi tape to the top of the photos to add a little more black into it. And then I got these at Michael's in the dollar. Well, it's not the dollar spot anymore. It's like the $1.50 spot. And I'm taking off the little, I'm taking the dimensional dots off the back. And it just has on there, be happy. And, when I'm in my space and I'm catching up on my shows, that's what I am. This is just my happy spot. So here and now is what that sticker says. And then I'm going to add some enamel dots. And then I'm going to put my date onto this particular card. But I'm not going to do it on camera. I won't do the date on camera because it takes me a while. And so I stopped fiddling with it and threw that one aside to start on the next one. Now the next one is the $2 bills. I found it was a lady at the gas station getting gas, and she was paying with $2 bills, and she had 2 left. So I purchased them from her, and I wanted 3 because I have 3 kiddos and I wanted them to have them. But after I took that photo, I have no idea where the $2 bills are. So this is the last time we actually saw the $2 bills. And so they're missing. And on that, with that sticker that I put there at the top, it says, here I am looking for it. I have no idea where it is in my layout. It says captured is what it says. And then I'm going to put the journaling, and I journaled on there about when I got the gas and I got the $2 bills, but now they're missing. And so I am going to journal on that particular card. And then I added a green flower, sticker flower, with some enamel dots at the top. And that's pretty much going to complete that one. And now I'm going through all of my cards. And I'm going to change. I was using the October afternoon letter stickers. And I'm changing them to the sketchbook thickers because I like the way they look. And I want it to be more unified throughout the layout. And so I'm going to fiddle with the cards a little bit. And after that, that's pretty much going to complete the layout for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys soon with week 12. I know we're past week 12, but I have to get caught up. So anyway, also, I didn't mention this. I'm using the panoramic pockets. And this particular style is A plus P. That's why I have so many small cards. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Bye.